صاد كتاب أنزل إليك فلا يكن في صدرك حرج منه لتنذر به وذكرى للمؤمنين أتبعوا ما أنزل إليك أتبع
Yeah, we read it اتبعوا.
اتبعوا ما أنزل إليكم من ربكم ولا تتبعوا من دونه أولياء قليلا لما تذكرون وكم من قرية أهلكناها فجاءها بأسنا بياتا أو هم قائلون.
Very good. Thank you. And Surah Al-A'raf is Surah number 7, and it starts out by describing the Quran, and it describes also how Allah has punished previous communities. Verse number 4, كَم مِّن قَرْيَةٍ أَهْلَكْنَاهَا. There's many nations, communities that Allah has destroyed. فَجَاءَهَا بَأْسُنَا بَيَاتًا أَوْ هُمْ قَائِلُونَ. Their destruction came to them while they were taking a nap or while they were asleep at night. So sometimes when people least expect it, that is when Allah's punishment comes. And of course, his punishment only comes after he's given people a chance to repent and to ask forgiveness. But we should always be on guard and never take it for granted that we'll have a chance in the future, because we never know when it is that the judgment of Allah or the punishment of Allah may come if we commit a sin. Thank you. Excellent. Zain, you're next.
فما كان دعواهم إذا جاءهم بأسنا إلا أن قالوا إنا كنا ظالمين فلنسألن الذين أرسل إليهم ولنسألن المرسلين فلنقصن عليهم بعلم وما كنا غائبين والوزن يومئذ الحق فمن ثقلت موازينه فأولئك هم المفلحون ومن خفت موازينه فأولئك الذين خسروا أنفسهم بما كانوا بآياتنا يظلمون.
Very good. Thank you. In these verses, the Quran talks about on the Day of Judgment, people's state. Some people will have a heavy scale and some people will have a light scale. A heavy scale is a scale that has good deeds to bring weight to it. And that means that you are successful. And a light scale means that you want to show how much you've done, good deeds, but you don't have any actions that can be visible on your scale, that can put some weight on your scale. So those who have a heavy scale, they're the people who have done good deeds, they will be successful, muflihun. And those who have a light scale, man khaffat mawazino, the Quran says they will be at a loss, because they will think, that they had a good time in this world, but they didn't really do anything that will stay with them in the hereafter. So these are also reminders about taking advantage of opportunities to do good in this world. Thank you, Zain. And Amin, you're next.
Excuse me?
Amin, would you like to read next? We're on verse number 10 of Surah Al-A'raf.
Yeah, sure. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولقد مكناكم في الأرض وجعلنا لكم فيها معايش قليلا ما تشكرون ولقد خلقناكم ثم صورناكم ثم قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس لم يكن من الساجدين.
Sure. Can you do one more verse?
قال ما منعك ألا تسجد إذ أمرتك قال أنا خير منه خلقتني من نار وخلقته من طين.
Thank you. Excellent job. And next, Rashid, would you like to recite?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. قال فاهبط منها فما يكون لك أن تتكبر فيها فاخرج إنك من الصاغرين. قال أنظرني إلى يوم يبعثون. قال إنك من المنظرين. قال فبما أغويتني لأقعدن لهم صراطك المستقيم.
So this verse describes Shaitan's conversation with Allah. Shaitan said to Allah that you misguided me, فَبِمَا أَغْوَيْتَنِي. And because you misguided me, I am going to try to misguide people. But in reality, Allah didn't misguide Shaitan. This is kind of Shaitan's making an excuse for his own evil deeds by blaming Allah. And that's a mistake that a lot of people make when they are doing bad things. They say, well, my friends didn't stop me. Well, my parents were mean to me. Well, this is my excuse. But we should never make excuses for ourselves. Shaitan here is telling Allah that it's your fault. Why is it Allah's fault? He says that Allah made Adam from clay, from earth, and he made Shaitan from fire. And fire is better than clay, and therefore Adam should serve Shaitan. Shaitan should not show respect to Adam. That's not Allah's fault. That's Allah's wisdom and his creation, but Shaitan is turning that into an excuse to disobey Allah. Okay, next we have Layla.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال إنك من المنذرين قال فبما أغويتني لأقعدن لهم صراطك المستقيم ثم لآتينهم من بين أيديهم ومن خلفهم وعن أيمانهم وعن شمائلهم ولا تجد أكثرهم شاكرين.
Very good. Thank you, Layla. And next we have Hania.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال خرج منها مدحوما لمن تبعك منهم لأملأن جهنم منكم أجمعين ويا آدم اسكن أنت وزوجك جنة فكلا من حيث شئتما ولا تقربا هذه الشجرة فتكون من الظالمين.
Very good, thank you. And next we have Hassan Rojani. We're on verse 20 of Surah Al-A'raf, page 152. Hassan Rojani, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, can you want to read next?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, which ayat?
Ayah 20 of Surah Al-A'raf, فَوَسْوَسَ.
Ayat 20 of Surah Al-Araf. Okay, 1 second. You can wait.
So we'll come back to you.
Okay, wait 1 second. فوصلهما شيطان فوصلهما شيطان ليبدي لهما ما وري عنهما من
سوآتهما
سوآتنا من وقال ما نهاكما ربكما عن هذه الشجرة إلا أن تكونا ملكين أو تكونا من الخالدين.
Thank you, very good. And Taha, would you like to read next? Verse 21 of Surah Al-A'raf, page 152.
Yes.
Go ahead.
وَقَاسَمَاهُمَا إِنِّي لَكُمْ لَمِنَ النَّاسِحِينَ فَدَلَّهُم بِغُرُورٍ
There's an alif, so it's
فَدَلَّاهُمَا بغرور فلما ذاق الشجرة بدت لهم بدت لهم سوءتهما وطفقا يخصفان عليهما من ورق الجنات ونهاهما ربهم ألم أنهكما عن تلكما الشجرات وأقل لكم إن الشيطان لكم عدو مبين.
Thank you, very good. Now we're going to start page 153, verse 23. And we next have Hamad.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين قال اهبطوا بعضكم لبعض عدو ولكم في الأرض مستقر ومتاع إلى حين قال فيها تحيون وفيها تموتون ومنها تخرجون.
Thank you, Hamad. And next, Muhammad Chawla.
أعوذ بالله من أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا بني آدم قد أنزلنا عليكم
Good. Sorry. Go ahead.
قد أنزلنا عليكم لباسا يواري سوآتكم وريشان ولباس التقوى ذلك خير ذلك من آية الله لعلهم يذكرون.
Very good. And let me just explain this one sentence. وَلِبَاسُ التَّقْوَى ذَلِكَ خَيْرٌ. So you know how people like to dress well? And when we dress fancy, we kind of feel special. Or if we get a new pair of clothes. But the Quran says that this is a good thing. Allah has given you clothes that protects you, that makes you look good. But with the best clothing you can wear, libasu taqwa, the clothing of piety. If you are a good person, you remember Allah, that's the best clothing. Because what does clothing do? Clothing protects you. If it's cold out, if it's raining, you have clothing, it keeps you safe. If there's mosquitoes, when you have clothing, the mosquitoes can't bite you. So clothing protects you and clothing makes you look good. And piety, remembering Allah, is the best protection and the best clothing. So that is the best adornment, and we should give much more attention to our piety. Thank you, Muhammad. And next we have Muhammad Ibrahim.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا بني آدم لا يفتننكم الشيطان كما أخرج أبيكم من الجنة ينزع عنهما لباسهما ليريهما سوآتهما إنه يراكم هو وقبيله من حيث لا ترونهم إنا جعلنا الشياطين أولياء للذين لا يؤمنون وإذا
Muhammad, thank you. Let's stop there. And Ali, would you like to read next?
Ali? Okay, I guess.
I can't find the ayah.
It's 28. Muhammad, you want to just read the next ayah then? Ali, I guess you want to do it tomorrow then instead? That's fine.
I'll read the next ayah.
Okay, go ahead.
وإذا فعلوا فاحشة قالوا وجدنا عليها آباءنا والله أمرنا بها قل إن الله لا يأمر بالفحشاء أتقولون على الله ما لا
تعلمون. Very good. Thank you, Muhammad. And Ma'asuma, would you like to
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أمر ربي بالقسط وأقيموا وجوهكم عند كل مسجد وادعوه مخلصين له الدين كما بدأكم تعودون فريقا هدى
فريقا
هدى وفريقا حق عليهم الضلالة إنهم اتخذوا الشياطين أولياء من دون الله ويحسبون أنهم مهتدون.
Thank you. Very good. Mustafa, would you like to read next?
يا بني آدم خذوا زينتكم عند كل مسجد وكلوا واشربوا ولا تسرفوا إنه لا يحب المسرفين.
This is a very good. Thank you, Mustafa. This is a very good ayah for the month of Ramadan. Ya bani Adam, O children of Adam, O people, khudhu zinatakum inda kulli masjid. Whenever you come to the masjid and whenever you pray, comb your hair, put on some perfume, brush your teeth, put on your good clothing, come to the masjid or come to prayer in your best clothing. Wakulu washrabu, and eat and drink. Islam wants us to have good meals, to enjoy our meals. Wala tusrifu, but don't waste. Inna Allah la yuhibbul musrifin. Allah doesn't like it when people are wasteful. Okay. Sarah, would you like to do the next verse?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل من حرم زينة الله التي أخرج لعباده والطيبات من الرزق قل للذين آمنوا في الحياة الدنيا خالصة يوم القيامة كذلك نفصل الآيات لقوم يعلمون.
Very good. Thank you. And Musa, would you like to read the next verse?
Can you hear me properly?
Yes. Surah Al-Araf 33. Go ahead.
قل إنما حرم ربي الفواحش ما ظهر منها وما بطن بطن والإثم والبغي بغير الحق وأن تشركوا بالله ما لم ينزل به سلطانا وأن تقولوا على الله ما لا تعلمون.
Thank you. And Ali, would you like to read next? Ali Shirazi? It looks like we might have to then wait. Ali, if you can hear me, you can do one verse. I guess we might not be able to do that. Then Ali and Taha Chavla, we'll hear from you tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Well, yes, tomorrow, Thursday, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.